Oh, hey everybody. Welcome to Paranormal Zone TV, a live broadcast on YouTube. And we have such a great show tonight. I'm so excited. Serenity Jenny, psychic medium, is joining us tonight. And this is part one of the Fox Hollow Farm. Now, this one tonight is on the murders of Fox Hollow Farm, and we're gonna discuss Herb Baumeister. So that's what the show is about. She's going to use her psychic abilities, and we're going to talk about the serial killer and the murders and everything connected to that. The second show will be in September. I think it's September 25th with Dave Spinks, and Dave will give us the whole history on Fox Hollow Farms. Dave spent a whole week there. He did a paranormal investigation there for a whole week, and he has a lot of information that he can share with us on that show. So this is part one. And so with that, and also Dave Spinks is with us here tonight, and he's going to do the ghost box when Jen is finished using her abilities to give us the information on the topic tonight. So let me bring in Jen. Hey, Jen, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Hey Noreen, good to be here with you, and I'm so glad we got connected again. It's been a
Oh,
while.
oh yeah, it has, but you've been really busy. So Jen, would you tell the viewers about yourself, please?
Absolutely. My name's Serenity Jenny. I am a psychic medium. I'm also a licensed professional counselor. I was a former college professor. I'm K through 12 guidance certified. I have a background in fire, police, and EMS, and I've died 5 times. So it kind of qualified me to do my current job, which is the experiencers therapist, reading cold cases, helping law enforcement agencies in identifying and rescuing people, and also where body recoveries are. So everything from hauntings to exorcisms to recovery and rescue. I kind of do it all. So I'm really glad to be here with you tonight. It's really interesting to do work like this. It's very rewarding, and I feel like it's really interesting. And I'm just really, really glad to use my abilities to help in cases like this because it helps us all step into a better version of ourselves, a more connected, more metaphysical version of ourselves. So I've been doing this for a long time now, and it's been a rewarding yet intriguing career so far.
Oh, we love having you, Jen. Uh, okay, so guys, I have to read you the information about the case. That maybe someday I'll use AI and let them read it to you. It'll be more interesting than me reading it to you, but I have to read it to you. All right, so let me start with this. In the quiet suburb of Westfield, Indiana, nestled among 18 acres of woods and manicured lawns, stood Fox Hollow Farm, a place that concealed horrors beneath its soil. So, who is Herb Baumeister? That is our topic tonight. He was born in 1947 in Indianapolis. Baumeister was a successful businessman and father of three. He was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia and antisocial personality disorder in his youth, but he was never long term treated. He founded the Save a Lot thrift store chain in the late 1980s, projecting a stable public image. He lived a double life, though. He frequent gay bars and allegedly luring men back to his home, Fox Hollow Farm. Between 1980 and 1986, Baumeister is suspected of murdering at least 12 men, possibly up to 25. His method was strangulation, followed by burial or burning of remains on the property. Over 10,000 bone fragments were found at Fox Hollow Farm. Many were crushed or burned. In 1994, Baumeister's son found a human skull on the property. His wife, Julie, later reported it to the police, triggering a full investigation in 1996. Before he could be arrested, Baumeister fled to Canada and he died by suicide. As of, as of 2025, forensic teams are still identifying victims using advanced DNA techniques. Recent identifications include Jeffrey Jones, Alan Livingston, and Manuel Resendez. The Hamilton County Coroner's Office is working with an investigative genetic firm to accelerate victim identification. Most of his victims were young gay men, last seen at LGBTQ plus bars in downtown Indianapolis. They were often lured to Fox Hollow Farm under pretense of companionship. Baumeister allegedly told the men that he was into autoerotic asphyxiation before killing them. After murdering his victims, he was suspected of dismembering them, followed by burial or burning putting them on the remains of the property. Still, victims awaiting identification. Over 10,000 bone fragments were found on the property, but only 12 victims have been identified so far. At least 4 additional DNA profiles have been recovered, but the remains are unnamed. Families continue to submit DNA, hoping to samples to the facility, hoping to find loved ones. The victims were targeted for their sexual orientation, making this not just a serial case, but a hate-inflicted tragedy. The fragmented and burnt state of the remains has made identification painstakingly slow, requiring deep forensic commitment. Now, there was a survivor, and this is what I'm going to talk to Jen about tonight. His last name was Goodyear. He told the police that in 1994 he met a man named Brian at a downtown Indianapolis gay bar, which is where Baumeister cruised for his victims and took them back to his home. Now, Goodyear claimed that he and Brian, possibly our killer, had consensual sex. Now, this Brian tried to choke him to death from behind the pool house. Now, Goodyear claimed to have stopped it. He stayed the night with Brian and was taken back to Indianapolis the next day, which doesn't make sense to me. He said Baumeister told him about what he did to the victims, and he has denied all or any involvement in those murders. The homicide investigation at Fox Hollow Farm is still open as of today. There weren't just names on the list. There were sons, brothers, friends, and young men who deserve safety and dignity. Their stories remind us why we must keep searching and keep speaking and never forget. Fox Hollow Farm is no longer just a house. It's a memorial to the lives lost, a reminder that evil can wear a mask of normalcy. Okay, Jen. I have some questions for you. So, when I told you that we were going to talk about Fox Hollow Farms, what kind of feeling did you get?
Instantly, I had a pit in my stomach. You give me a little case right up, like you say, this is what we're going to talk about. And I literally just tuned into the energy. And I do it right before the show because I don't really like to know anything about anything until the show comes. And then I literally was in the car when we were coming here, feeling this out, just tuning into the energy, letting it come through. And I felt sick, like and not a normal kind of sick, like some kind of depravity, some kind of like heavy, nasty energy. And it almost felt like there was a looming entity above, like where I can see, like I was trying to tune in like remotely where this happened at. And when I saw it, it almost looked like it was guarding everything. Like it was, it feels heavy there to me. It feels very it doesn't feel even like a memorial. It feels like a sanctuary for like an entity. Like there's all these things there that it guards or it likes. So, and I don't think that was Herb's energy I was tuning into. I think that was the actual entity that possessed him. And when you're reading that, I literally tuned into him. Like I asked him to come through. I'm like, if you have something to say to me that you want me to convey to people through spirit, you need to tell me now. Because a lot of times when people commit suicide, to me, they present in a different way. They're in a denser layer or a heavier layer. So if this was like third dimension reality where we are, they no longer have a body, but their spirit is still stuck in this density or working on something or healing in this density. He's very heavy and dense, closer to the earth, still working on things. So a lot of times, energies like that don't want to communicate, but he said he did. And I immediately felt like he was abused as a child. He's conveying to me he's abused as a child. There's a sexual predator male in nature that did things to him that fractured his psyche. And all this comes in like seconds, right? Like I just say, okay, show me or tell me or let me feel this. I don't like feeling it on my physical body. That's like a crude measurement tool of an untrained empath. So I let myself, my clairsentience, feel it outside of my body. And this feels like a lot of pain. I mean, a ton of pain. So here's a man who feels like he was hurt as a child,
Mm.
had a fractured psyche, feels like he has an attachment that's like a very high level entity that pretty much took over him in his early to mid teen years. And I just feel like the man that was a human Herb was gone. Like he was just gone, and he hated himself. And I felt like the person he was, or even his urges sexually, like he hated all of that about himself, and just couldn't stand being in his own skin, almost like enjoyed hurting people. And that came in like minutes, 2 minutes, like where you're talking, whatever the time it took you to talk, a lot of that came in. And I can see this house, like this house where it has like either French doors or a double door that goes in. And I see this big entity over top of that whole structure, almost like this is all mine. I did all of this. I'm proud of this. And it feels like it's still there.
Uh, why was his preference gay men?
I feel like that is what the part of it that he was showing me, that he was supposed to like women at the time he was born. And he may have been, I don't know who this male is that feels like assaulted him sexually as a child, um, close to the family. Um, doesn't feel like it's a family member, but very close to the family, access to him all the time. Feels like he abused him not just once, repeatedly. And I feel like that led him to have sexual urges like that, but he literally didn't want to like that. So he like had self-hatred, self-loathing for those urges,
Mhm.
and denying the denial of oneself.
So he wasn't gay.
I feel like he probably developed like some sort of sexual pleasure, um, being with men because of his abuse. This abuse, he's showing me when he was little, the abuse, what happened to him, and his psyche fractured. Like he literally had I would call it a psychotic break. A lot of times, people that are diagnosed schizophrenic, antisocial personality disorder, those are people with attachments. That's
Mm.
a lot of times we see that.
So getting married and have a child, was that like a cover up?
It totally was like what was expected of him. Did he wasn't sexually gratified in that way. That was just something he was supposed to do. It was just like a carrying out a task, like going to the store. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is how I'm supposed to act. But he didn't feel that way. He didn't feel like he had any emotional connection. And again, I feel like that's from that psychotic break from when he was being abused. People have disassociation a lot of times when they're being abused. And even if they feel gratified sexually on some level, which a lot of times it happens because they're being aroused while they're being abused, and that fuses in the limbic system, sight, sound, smells, feelings, all of those things actually led him to feel good in that way, but he hated that part of himself. He totally despised that space within himself. So I feel like that's where the murders came in, because he couldn't have that. He couldn't be that. So he had to get rid of that part of himself. That was not acceptable.
So when he went into these gay bars, that he found a gay bar, I don't know how many different ones he went to. Can you see him how, I mean, how, for one night that he goes in and he's looking for a victim, was
Mm-hmm.
he always able to get that victim that night, or did he have to go back several times?
I think he waited people out. I think he found there were some men that he found that he actually would, I would say, stalk or be there a couple times, interact. A lot of times it's a one timer though. He feels dynamic. It almost feels like he does have the dissociative personality disorder or multiple personality disorder, because he can like turn it on like a charm. And I feel like he's sitting there interacting, drinking a drink, having this extreme, like an amazing conversation and interaction, and he's completely a different person. He is a different person than his normal 9 to 5, um, being a husband and dad.
So
Totally different person.
he took his victims to the pool house on the property. I don't know the distance of the pool house to the house, and he has a wife and child. So I guess he was able to hide this from her when he brought his victims home.
So to me, it feels like he probably love bombed her, or to the point where he covered things up by like being extremely like, oh, let me do things for you, let me overcompensate for me being away or you being away and I'm at home, like let me do nice things for you. So she kind of was, I mean, I do think there were a few times she did question things and he smoothed it over with her, because it feels like she did have a couple instances where she had concerns, and I think he had to cover that up.
Do you get any feeling of how long? Um, it sounds like that he had sexual relations with the victims, and then he killed them. So was there anything? Are you picking up anything specific of each of these crimes that he committed?
I feel like when he's sexually being gratified after the time of gratification is when I feel like the extreme self-loathing and self like denial of self. So that goes, it kicks off the shame. And with a person with multiple personality disorder, I would say he would be probably diagnosed with that at, if somebody else would see him at this point, because diagnosis is subjective to the clinician. So looking at this, he's already a couple different people, I feel, in spirit. So I feel like we're dealing with an entity, a human soul that has been abused, and then alters. Like these are alters, these are different personalities, aspects of him that have fractured off. So he's, one guy's picking these people up. Follow me here. One personality's picking them up. Another personality is sexually gratifying self through
Mm.
these acts. And then another personality steps in, which is the entity, and kills the person that he's brought home, the male that he has brought
Yeah.
home.
Another thing is he dismembered them and burnt them. Now, did he do that at that same night, or did he wait where maybe the family wasn't home to do this?
I feel like that a lot of these times, most of these times, no one's home. It feels like it's empty.
Oh.
It feels like a great big space. Um, and I feel like I'm really like removed from like location wise, like it's back in the country, like, or in the woods. It's off the beaten path. So no one's gonna know. No one's gonna even hear somebody if they screamed like this far out. So, and I feel like at some point, like when he gratifies himself and his act is complete with that, immediately kicks off into shame and then self-hatred, and he's doing it almost instantaneously. I don't feel like he waits at all. I feel like it happens. It's like, I have to get rid of this. This is so disgusting. I hate myself. I'm disgusted with myself, and I can't see this. I can't see this. So I have to get rid of it. And I feel like he did dismember them because that dehumanizes someone.
Mm.
Then that way, that's not a human, that's just a thing.
And then he burnt them, probably to get rid of them. Now, they said there's 10,000 bones on the property, and there could be more. I don't know how they
I
came
feel
up with
like
that.
I feel like the number that you get, there was 12 identified, you said, and there was up to 25. There's more than 25.
Oh, yeah.
I solidly believe there's more than 25. I'm probably going to say between like 43 and 45 at least that I can feel right now. So
Oh,
there's
yeah.
way more than has been identified. And I think this will come out. this will come out as I don't know if they're not allowed there forensically to excavate or something, but or we don't have the right they don't have the right tools out there forensically. But I feel like it's some new. It feels like it's a new tool, a new device, a new way of doing something. It's going to blow the lid off a lot of this, and they're going to be able to identify a lot more. And I bet you see that within the next 12 months to 16 months. You're going to see more information come out on this.
Um, on regarding the victims, can you sense, can you pick up any of their emotions in their last moments?
The amount of fear I feel when I tune into that, it almost makes me feel like I'm suffocating myself. So that's what it feels like. And I feel like the male that I'm specifically tuning into is Hispanic. And he's showing me this is what it's like. And he said, don't cry for us. We're in a good place. Like we're okay. We're in heaven.
Really?
But they want justice. He wants justice. They want justice. They want to be known. They want to be all of them should be known. He said they all should be known. And
Well,
I don't feel like they're in the same frequency
oh,
as Herb.
really?
I think they're in a better place than where he is. The murderer, the perpetrator, he's in a density that's very close to the earth because it's almost like the equivalent of hell, right? Like you're stuck here, you can't move to the next level because you have not healed that. And I feel like that's entity related. Again, that's a possession, right? An attachment energetically, entity wise. And this feels like a extremely strong entity. It feels very demonic.
Really? Well, he committed suicide before they could even have a trial or even arrest him.
So I feel like that is also the entity that takes out. There's a couple other cases we could talk about too that also end the same way. They literally, like one male in a case that was a demonic attachment. He chewed his arm off in jail and he literally bled to death. He literally chewed his arm off. We could talk about that at a different time. Dave actually has knowledge about that
Oh,
case.
yeah.
But when there's an entity, like the movie Nefarious is a great depiction of how a person will act. The demeanor, the personality changes. It's literally an entity. And with multiple personality disorder, psychology cannot tell you that that's not energy or a possession or an attachment or another soul. They can't tell you that because if behavioral treatment and behavioral health doesn't fix a problem like that, Western medicine doesn't fix the problem like that, and then we exercise somebody who has multiple personality disorder or DID, and then they get better, that's an energy issue. That's not a mental health issue. So this guy had all of this at one time. So psychologically, he's extremely fractured and disassociated from self. Like this is not a man, this is a methodical being, entity that enjoys killing.
Uh, does he haunt that property?
He's very attached to the earth. So I would say he's there. He's there a lot, but he's there not in the way we would think. Like he's there. I don't want to say it's punishment because that's not really how it works, but he's there constantly looking at what he's done. Like they're like, okay, are you going to heal this? Are you ready to heal this? Are you ready to release this? But the entity won't let go of him. That's why I think he's stuck there. I think the entity is like a collector of souls.
Uh, is there any of the victims that are haunting that location? Do you feel any of their
Um,
energy there?
I heard the name Ron repeatedly when you were talking. I wrote it down and I feel like, and we don't have, we're at the Bigfoot camping thing and I was trying to find paper, but I don't know if you could see this, but this is the entity that I see that's very big. This would be like what I would say the killer Herb would be. And then these are like unsuspecting or innocent, almost like childlike people. Like he had a certain quality he preferred in his men. And then this is another entity or aspect of his personality in this great big house in this area. And there's pins or like did you ever see like when something is surveyed, they put little pins. There's
Oh, yeah, yeah, with the flag.
thousands of them, like those little flags.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're everywhere. And I was like, what in the hell are those? And I don't know exactly what they depict, but I would say they may be like evidence markers at some point that I'm seeing. Like there's just like they're polluted everywhere. Um, Pink, blue, orange, yellow, they're different colors. So I feel like, and they might not be there now, but they definitely were there at one time. And I just feel like the house is like, I feel like the pool must be gone at this point. Feels like it's gone or it's changed in some way. It's not the same. But the land feels sick, just very sick. The land is sick with unresolved energies, bound energies, like people that are wanting, men that are wanting justice, people that are wanting justice for their families. They're just, and my head is like, I just feel like my head's almost in a vice when I'm reading this property, almost like that entity that is there knows I'm looking at this. And that happens a lot of times when we remote view and we go into a space where an entity is dwelling. They know, and I know that I'm there. So I protect myself so I can do this without getting any, and none of the viewers are going to have anything happen to them. But that entity feels like it's a very large entity, large collection of souls, and it's much more than just that property, and it's very old, ancient. And there's religious shame involved too, and it's almost like laughing, like ha ha ha, like he probably grew up in a religious home, very religious.
Do you feel that the investigators need to expand their exploration of the property?
Absolutely, 1,000%. I feel like there's going to be um I feel like there's one big area and it kind of like trickles down to like the right. I guess I would be like at the house looking at the backyard, like going down to the right. I think there's two other spots that need to be excavated, looked at, focused on, because it's not, there's so much more. I feel like there's, like I said, I bet you close to 43 to 45 total victims, at least that I can
Oh,
see.
oh yeah. Do you think that they might find even some clothing or anything that belonged to the victim? Any personal items on that property? Or would he have disposed with everything?
That feels like most of that's gone. I think the things that they're going to be finding um, are like pieces of DNA, like dental bone fragments, things like that. More, much more though, much more. Like I said, I feel like there's two other areas that need to be focused on that have not been focused on, because I almost feel like, I don't know, I just keep feeling it's like it's trailing down to the right, and we haven't looked at it yet. Like I feel like the I think the property, the search on the property needs to be expanded. I think this may go off their property. It actually may go off the property
Hmm. Hmm.
in the wooded area. It's in a wooded area.
Um, so how can we best communicate? How could you best communicate with those spirits?
So,
Uh,
what do you want to know from
well,
them?
to clarify, you know.
So I feel like that now. I feel like I just got Herb again. He's like, he's just. I keep seeing like flashes of like him being abused when he was a boy by a male, forced to do things sexually, um, almost like see what he's showing me, see what happened to me. Then I replicated that because I liked it, but I didn't know what to do with it because I hated myself for liking it because I wasn't allowed to like it. So much shame.
Is he
Um,
sending is he sending you any bad messages?
he's not, he hates himself. He hates himself. He hates himself. He probably cut. He was probably a cutter or hurt himself at some point growing up, or maybe even into his adulthood. I feel like his self injurious behavior led him to want to hurt men. Like he hurt himself. He like excuse the phrase, but he got off on that. And then he felt like if he did it to other men, it would feel even better. So
Mm,
he feels like extremely fractured. His psyche was fractured, his soul's fractured. I mean, you know, taking these lives, this was, I do feel on some level he's not ready to heal yet, but there will be some point where he will heal up out of this. Um, it almost makes me feel like all of the demons that were in this man that abused him went into him when he was
really?
abused, as a child.
Oh my God.
And it was repeated abuse. It wasn't just one time. It was over and over and over and over.
Um, do you think that property, what kind of energetic imprint from the victims is left on that property?
There's a lot of fear energy. There's a lot of like, I almost want to feel like somebody ran out the back door, like a man ran out the back door and he was caught and grabbed there. And most men feel like they were killed inside or close to it being inside. This one man makes me feel like, um, and I almost feel like he just turned around now and said Lieutenant Mike almost had it right. So I think they're close to something and they didn't quite get to the next area. I think there's two more areas that there will be a lot more evidence discovered in. And I don't know if this is, I think they did ground penetrating radar there. I feel like they did that, but it's something else like that to find more evidence in the area. And he said Lieutenant Mike almost had it right. So
Wow.
whoever Lieutenant Mike was, he almost had it right. Um, and I don't think Ron is dead. Don't feel, I don't know if that's a survivor. I just keep hearing Ron, and I feel like there's multiple men telling me Ron. Um,
All right, hold on for a minute. Let me get my, I don't remember the first name of the survivor because I need to talk to you about that. So hold on, let me take me off for a second.
okay.
Let me get my notes. Yeah. Oh, okay. I only have the last name is Goodyear, and I don't understand how he evaded being killed by Herb. I don't get it because they had consensual sex and he tried to choke him and strangle him, but the guy said he stopped it. I think this Goodyear might be in the documentary that's out on Netflix. I think he
I
might
would
be
be
in there.
curious to see what his name is. One, two. I feel like there was more than one person involved many times, many other times, like almost like maybe there was uh two men at one time and Herb more than on two occasions that I would feel like. So it feels like somebody else is involved sometimes, not all the time. Um, or knowledge of things, has knowledge of things. Um, lots of drugs and alcohol, lots and lots of drugs.
Okay, the guy's name
Lots of
was
drugs.
Mark. His name was Mark.
I
Yeah.
would be curious to see who Ron is.
Um, yeah, I didn't pick up on any Ron.
Who's Ron? That's where and so now I just felt like somebody broke my jaw. Like my jaw just felt like it got smashed, like somebody hit me in the side of the face. So I feel like this might be um, a victim showing me what happened because I did ask. Almost like busted my jaw off, like something hit my jaw and broke it off. looking down at like mud and outside. I'm looking outside, like I'm outside the residence, and I'm looking at the yard. It looks like it might be raining. It's wet. Um, there's just my head just is like pounding now, almost like my skull was like smashed too. So I think there was some sort of gratification after the fact too, with the disposing of the bodies or dismembering of the bodies, not really talked about or understood how sick and depraved that was, because he also was feeling gratified by doing that, like almost like dismembering his own sexual nature by doing this to the bodies. That's what it feels like.
I have a couple of the names of victims that they were able to identify. There's a Manuel Resendez. He disappeared in 1996. He was 34. And Alan Livingston, 27, disappeared in 1993. He was identified 30 years later from the DNA. Jeffrey A. Jones, he disappeared August 1993. I guess they haven't. Yeah,
There was some man that was a performer or sang, because I just heard him say, all I wanted to do was perform and sing. I love to sing. He loves to sing. And he sees everything. He can see everything showing. He saw everything out of his body, left his body, was confused. And I felt like I should ask if there was any native spirits attached. I don't know why I felt like that, but I felt like I should ask if there was any native spirits that were close to this area or attached to this area. It's soured. It's soured and it's sick. So the natives won't come close to the land. So I try to find where they are. And I do feel like there's some kind of water source, or not the pool, a moving or flowing water source that this native is like almost like across the way, like pointing to it, like showing me there would be evidence there. There's something there. But they won't come close to the property because it's literally polluted with like entity energy, like a really nasty entity. I would say like a prince of hell, like a very high level ranking demonic entity.
Jen, Daniel Halloran is I guess the latest. In April of 2025, they identified his DNA remains. He disappeared in 1990.
There's one man that has a brother that he's saying, can you talk to my brother? And I said, who's your brother? And he said, Jim.
Mm.
He wants me to tell his brother, Jim, he's okay. Not sure. Not a very large built man, lighter hair, like a sandy blonde hair, very nice smile. Looks like lighter eyes. He just told me Herb was the devil. He said Herb was the devil.
Were they
that was the devil.
Were any of the victims able to fight him off? Or try to get away, other than this Mark Goodyear?
I feel like there was struggling, but I feel like they were selected for their build, because I feel like he could outpower them, outmaneuver them. He did that on purpose. He definitely did that on purpose.
Okay, so that was a characteristic.
It was a selection tool. It was definitely a selection tool. He was attracted to them, but he only was attracted to people he could melt, he could overpower. And he wanted to be feminine, so he liked that quality of their feminine energy, but then that also made him like rage filled. because he tried to deny that aspect of himself. So that's why he just wanted to eradicate their existence after he gratified himself.
So it was the physical, and race had nothing to do with it.
It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like their build and what kind of energy they had. I just saw postmortem a couple times. There probably was sex after death.
No, really?
Twice, at least, that I can see. And that was like early. He did that. He didn't do that a lot after. He did it. He killed a few of them because it had to be quicker. He had to perfect it. He almost got caught once too with his wife. I feel like she blissfully ignorant is how I would describe this woman. Like Rose, like she could not see truth. I mean, even if there was red flags, it's almost like she couldn't see it. He was a very good manipulator, but then again, it makes me feel like this is the entity manipulating, not the human, because the entity, just like a parasite, is going to preserve its host for as long as possible. So he can't get caught because then the entity doesn't have a home.
Now, Jen, you were talking about you saw water. Well, he is connected to the I-70 murders. They were found, men were found strangled in streams and ditches along I-70 and I-35 corridors in Ohio and Indiana, and they are connecting him to those.
So that's probably where that number is going to go way high up, way high up. And I wonder if that's like that trail that I'm seeing, like that it goes way out, like from the property and it trails down off. I don't know in what direction that would be from his residence or where he lives, but what state does he live in?
Oh, Indianapolis?
Um,
It was Indianapolis,
That's funny
Indiana.
because I saw the weep in my head before I asked you that question, and that's where the weep is. It's in Indiana.
No way. That's right, Indiana.
I saw that.
Oh my
And
God.
I thought that, but I didn't know. So I just feel like
I wonder if the viewers have any. Hey, anybody have any questions? Put them in big caps for Jen. We'll be.
fire when ready. Yeah, big caps is good because I don't have my glasses.
Oh,
Or you read them too.
I'll
You
read
read
them
them
to you.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, Dave will be joining us shortly.
Yes, he will.
I know he can't wait.
Listen, this is the craziest, busiest time of our
I
whole
I
calendars right
know,
now.
I know, I know. And this was a night because the two of you are together. So
It worked out good. It's rare we're in the same state at the same event. There's so much energy. It almost makes me feel like I'm on a merry-go-round or in a portal there. It just feels like it's just a lot of swirling energy. And I purposefully inserted myself into that to read it.
okay, from Christopher Chris, would you go? Oh, would you go to the property? He wants to know, Chris.
I would probably. I don't feel it. And this is going to sound cocky, and I don't mean it. It's confident, not cocky. There's a difference, right? I would go if I felt called to go somewhere. I would go anywhere I felt called to do because I feel like it's kind of my obligation energetically to see if any souls needed to be sent over. I mean, I could do that remotely too, but if I would need to go there, I probably would. So yes. Thank you.
B3 airspace, Jenny. Are there any souls victims trapped?
Yes. Multiples.
Oh,
Yes.
multiple.
And I feel like they're there because they want some sort of justice or rectifications. That's the word that came into my mind because of this entity, not so much the soul of her, whatever his name is. I don't even know his last name, the perpetrator, not just him, but for the entity. So we're going to find out a lot more about entities in mainstream. I know a lot of you guys know this because you're paranormal investigators. You've been around the scene a lot. These are possessions. These are straight up possessions, especially when we have DID cases or multiple personality disorder cases. That's what this is. Like, and this man had fractured parts of himself. So leading to altars, leading to attachments, and ultimately a demonic possession. In my opinion, that's my opinion from the energy.
Okay. Any more questions before we get is there anything else you want to tell us about Fox Hollow Farms?
So I feel like this is it's sad too, right? Like it's sad. These are people's brothers, their sons, their grandsons. Like this is heart wrenching, right? But in order for us to understand energy and entities and possessions and attachments, in addition to mental health, we really got to start focusing on this because we owe it to these souls who have lost their lives to research and learn more and have a better handle on this so we can address it better. I mean, this is what I do all the time. So I'm in it 24/7, but the more awareness that we can have, because when mental health treatment doesn't work, when Western medicine doesn't work, and we exercise somebody and they get better, I mean, we have to start having these hard conversations at this point. Fractured psyches can at times, I'm not saying they're that way all the time, I'm saying can at times be explained because there's extra entities, spirits, attachments inside a person. Because when you have a multiple personality disorder or DID case and they have 5 different voices and one's a little girl, one's an older man, a lot of times those are entities stuck in a person or a demonic attachment or a high level entity. It's very interesting, very perplexing. It's very not well understood because we don't study it. But movies like Fallen from 1998, Denzel Washington was in that movie. It talks about how energy transfer can happen and entities can jump from person to person, and not just humans, folks, animals too. And we do have cases of possessed cats, possessed
Ah,
dogs. I mean, I treat horses now. I have several horse equine facilities that I've done where they have gotten attachment
oh
energy
my
from
God.
places and it physically hurts them. It physically makes them ill. They develop abscesses, they develop lipomas. I mean, and then we clear the energy and then all the physical symptomology goes away. Okay, so I'm not a doctor. However, that means if that energy was sick and it made that animal sick, that person sick, and we removed the energy and the person got better, it was an energy problem. It wasn't a mental
Oh,
health issue. It wasn't a Western medicine issue. It wasn't a physical issue. It was an energy or a spiritual issue. And this
oh.
is the stuff that we need to talk about.
All
So,
right.
Nefarious was the other movie I wanted to mention too. Very well depicted how an attachment energy can be.
Oh, okay. I'll have to watch that. Okay, we have a couple more questions. Strange katana. Oops. Oh gosh, hold on for a second. Okay. Well, the ancient evil entity possesses new host. Is it generational possession?
I do feel like it was generational. And it's interesting that you picked up on that. Good catch. Because I felt that and I didn't say that. I feel like the it follows like lineages, right? Like it literally, and there's really no other way to say this. Some people's energy, we'll just call it like a certain flavor of energy. Okay. So you have like really psychic people, really hate filled people, like lineages. Like, so that comes down the line, right? Like with the lineage, like the energy we start with is mostly us, but a lot of it is from our parents and from our DNA. So that can trace through lineages. It can trace through properties, believe it or not, can go with property, but this feels connected to their family. Yes. Good question. Very good question.
Jen, I have a question for you. Do they hold weddings there? I don't
It
know.
feels like it feels like it feels like it's repurposed for something. It feels like it's very clean now. Like all those little flag things are gone. It feels
Uh-huh.
like that wasn't always there or it's no longer there. It feels like there's repurposing of the area, the
All
whole
right.
area.
All right. So there is another Fox Hollow farm. And I actually, I thought I thought, oh my God, this place, they're holding weddings. It's gorgeous. And
Oh,
it's
me too.
similar looking to this one, but it's not the same one. So Aglias, I don't think this is the right, um, I don't think this is
Hello,
the
are we
right
still
one.
live?
Oh, oh, hold on. What happened? What happened to the computer? Oh my God.
Hi guys, we lost Noreen.
Oh
Hmm.
no. Hold on. Uh, what happened? Oh my God, what happened to this? Hold on. Hold on. All right, hold on. I got to plug you in. I don't know if you can still hear me. Something happened. That's strange. How did it come out? Oh my God, hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. What the heck happened? Damn. Ah, hold on. Oh my God. I don't know what happened here. Ah,
Can you guys still hear me? I don't know
this.
if I'm still live with her or not.
Oh my damn plugs. Oh, hold on. I lost power. Jen, can you still hear me? She's still talking. All right, hold on. I lost power. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. Oh man. Unbelievable. How could that possibly happen? Let me see if I can get a hold of her. I'm sorry. Jen, I don't know. Can you hear? I don't think you can hear me. Can you hear me, Jen? Can you hear me? Oh, she's still talking. All right. I don't know what's going on. What a shame. Damn. Hold on. Sorry. I can't believe it. What's wrong with it's on a second computer. What you know? You would think. Oh, oh, okay. Can you hear me? Are you both? Are you guys on? Can you hear me? Oh, come on, computer. Oh my God. You would think that it would go back on with electrical put on. What is wrong with this? This is a lousy computer. Okay, hold on. I'm really sorry about this. What is going on? Okay. Um, I don't know what's going on. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Uh, the computer lost. The computer it went off. Um, I see on the live broadcast that Jen is still talking. I hope I didn't lose the broadcast. Okay, let me know. Okay, so can you guys can still see me? Yeah, you can still see me, but why is Jen still talking when she's off? Oh, what a shame. What the hell happened? I don't know there's nothing else I can do. Um, oh, I'm really sorry about that. I can't believe it. So you could still see me, but why? Can you still see Jen talking? She shouldn't be talking. It's not playing again, is it? Okay, so why is she still talking? I don't understand. It can't be that long. Okay, I know. I don't know when this computer's going to come back up. Can't believe it. Come on, computer. All right, hold on, guys. I don't know. Things happen. Crazy things happen, and I don't know why. %. Let me see if I can get a hold of Dave. Um, so can I ask you guys? I see Jen talking. Is she talking still on the live feed? Why am I seeing that? It didn't start over, did it? All right, let me see if I can get a hold of Dave. I'm really sorry about this. This sucks. It's always something. Now, Dave came back on. Now, how come I'm getting Dave? Dave, can you hear me? No. Dave.
My phone all that's outside.
Shit. Oh. Let me call him. Can't believe this. Hold on. I'm really sorry about this. I am so upset about this.
Oh,
Yeah, the computer went off.
yeah, your link is nowhere to be found. Like when I went back into it, and it's on your end for sure.
I know. I can't get it to come back up.
Well,
Unbelievable.
I was walking outside, and then I was in there trying to work on it, and nothing. When I go to the link you sent me that we were using, that was working great.
Yeah.
When I go to click in there, none of your stuff's there. Nothing's there.
I know. Actually, you showed up when you came on, but I can't get the computer to go back on. Okay, here, let me try something. Hold on.
You might have to reboot everything.
Oh, hold on. No. Hold on. I can't remember how to turn this computer on. Okay, let's see if I can turn it
And
off.
I don't know if the ghost box is going to work out here very good anyway, because we're out in the middle of nowhere.
All right, well, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm booting it up.
But I can come back and talk about my time there and whatnot.
No, we got a show on that. We're doing a show on that.
Yeah. I have a ghost box, but I was out here trying to see how it was going to do, and it wasn't getting nothing.
All right, now come in. I'm back
Okay.
on.
Okay. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
I'll come in right there.
All right.
So I just come back on the same way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm back in. I don't know what's going on. I apologize, everybody. I'm really sorry. Really sorry. It's going so good. Dave's going to come back in. Okay. Well, there was a long lag. Jen was talking for a long time there. Okay. Come on, Dave. We have a heat advisory. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. It's on the computer right now, heat advisory. All right. Gee, it's really a good show. I'm really feel bad. Damn it. Seems like crazy things happen when we do this stuff. Okay, Dave, come on. Come back in. Oh, here he comes. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Yeah.
So something freaky that happened. It was, you know how YouTube's a 30-second delay, right? So I didn't know for 30 seconds. And then Jen came out and said something crazy happened. And it was during that part when y'all were talking about cats, right? I came in here and we both heard a cat. Now we're in the middle of a campground and we heard a cat meow.
Really? Oh, that's
There's
weird.
No cats out here.
Oh my God. I hope it's probably a homeless little pussy cat. Poor thing.
I don't know. I looked I got a big giant spotlight and I searched everywhere. There's no cat out there anywhere.
That's strange. I don't know what Jen was talking about. See, I got you back on. I don't know what Jen was talking about because we lost it. Did Jen have anything else to say?
Yeah.
So that made me feel really weird. Like, it almost made me feel like, I don't know, we got disconnected before when we were doing that missing airplane.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like that. It just felt like very abrupt and very like, stop talking. Just stop talking. And I felt like that when that cat meowed, we're in the middle of nowhere. Like, literally, I mean, there's campers and stuff, but that freaked me out. Like, it was loud too. It was a very.
It sounded like it was on the front porch.
There.
Oh my! And there was nothing there.
Nothing there.
No.
That's weird.
It's just a very, very. It's a sad case. There's lots of men that haven't been identified. I feel like there's a lot more that's going to come out about this. I feel like I said, there's some sort of new equipment or new procedure or something like that they're going to discover. Like, I'm a little over a year, maybe like 16 months. I don't know, somewhere in there, 16, maybe give me 18 months, like a year and a half, that a lot more will be discovered about this property. I don't know if it changes hands, but something shifts. And there's new evidence that comes out, and it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. It's not going to be a little bit. It's going to be a lot.
Okay, here, can I have a couple other questions? From I Am Alpha. Oh, let me find it now. I Am Alpha. What she was talking about, the Native Americans. Let's see. Oh, I Am Alpha. I might have to ask you to ask that question again. It was way back here. She was asking about the Native Americans since they won't go on that property. Okay. Since Native Americans stay away from the lands, do you think that a portal or a skinwalker could be involved? Meaning, could the man be a skinwalker?
The man, as far as like the perpetrator, I think the entity that is there that would qualify as a malefic spirit, right? Like that's a demonic spirit is like a very negative entity. So Native Americans are not going to go anywhere near that. Like past Native Americans honor certain grounds that are hallowed, right? And other grounds that are sick or tainted, they actually stay away. All nature spirits will also depart. And there's a lot of times, and you can ask Dave this, I'm sure he can weigh in on this. There are places that there's not even birds, there's no crickets, there's no insects, there's nothing. That's because animals, insects, they know when the energy is soured, and the natives knew that too.
Bad energy places.
It's completely blank or barren. And when the native pointed across, that's where it looks like the other discovery area would be.
Okay, and then Shelley Phelps are the people who own the. Hey, Dave, who's the owners of that property now? Do you know?
So it's changed hands twice, I believe, and I think it's up for sale again. But the problem is, so after Baumeister, when they busted him and they were getting cracking down, of course his wife didn't want to stay there. Of course, she rolled out of there as quick as possible with her kids. But then the property sold. And when they sold the property, they sold a whole bunch of area around the property. And next thing you know, they built a whole housing community development all around that property because it
Oh,
was a giant horse farm at one time. And in the back of the house had all those woods, and they just came in, cleared it out, and now there's houses all around it. And that was
oh,
going on when I investigated it numerous years ago
oh, that's
after the murders. And so they still keep a little box in the garage. So when whoever's living there finds bone fragments, you throw it in the box. Every so often, the cops come over and they get some fragments of bone and they put it in for DNA testing.
uh,
And there's still they estimate that there's at least 50 victims there.
oh yeah. Oh, there has to be with
I didn't know
10,000.
that.
Oh,
I
all
said 42 to 45.
Mm-hmm.
right.
I mean,
So
that's just a rough estimation on the amount of bones alone they found in bone fragments. I
yeah,
mean, it's a ton, and like you said, Noreen, they pretty much tied him. So at any given time on I-70, that interstate runs almost coast to coast, and then they said some of the research I've done and being prior law enforcement, they estimate there was at least 5 active serial killers, different ones at different times along I-70. Now, Herb
oh
Baumeister, they estimate that he may have killed another 25 to 30 people in the corridor, like you said, Ohio and Indiana area. And then there's numerous I-70 killers, not just one. There's a whole set of them down in Texas and Texarkana. There's a whole nother area in Indiana, Ohio area, and they think that he was doing murders there because they
yeah,
call it I-70 Strangler. And then there was another guy down in Texas, Texarkana, who was shooting people, kidnapping, storing, like like convenience store people and shooting them dead. And there's a whole nother set of killings down that way too.
yeah.
So dude was a bad man.
Oh God, oh God. Well, now
He
because
wasn't a very big man either. He was a little scrawny, um, you know, someone you would never think had that. And I think, I think Jen touched on it some
yeah.
about drugs. I think he drugged them first so he could overpower them and strangle them.
Oh,
She don't know anything
oh,
about this case. She didn't know nothing about it.
that's
About 15 minutes before our call, I did. That's the only thing. I
Yeah.
read the email and what it was about. I just
that's interesting. Yeah.
I mean, she's heard me talk about when I
Fox
investigated
Solid
there,
Farms.
and she didn't even know what it was really.
Well, he's been to so many places. He talks about these, and not to be rude, but he's been to so many, I can't even keep up with them. I mean, there's just
No, I've been doing it a long
37
time.
years of investigation.
Oh
But I have
yeah.
a lot more. I got a lot more insights and information and my experiences there that we'll talk about on that other show.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We're gonna,
Yes, because
um,
that. That'll be part 2
I
of our.
touched on it with you here and there, how horrible it felt in that place. It was bad.
Yeah, well, you'll tell us when we do the show. I'm excited
Mhm.
about that one.
Yeah, and I don't know how well the ghost box is going to work out here, but you know, we're in the middle of nowhere. It's really like we're out in the middle of nowhere, so we might just hear static. I don't know,
Oh,
but you know, that's actually better because there won't be any bleed over.
You're done with me. You're done with me, Nori.
well, no, you don't have to go. Don't you go?
Okay.
Hey, so is the ghost box in the room with you?
Yeah,
All right.
I
Well,
have one. I have just one. I didn't bring the other one.
well, that's okay. You can
So
try it, and you
I
know,
have a stand-in. It's a hack shack, basically.
well, also Jen might pick something up too with this ghost box.
Mhm.
All right,
Well,
so
this is the same box we used at our new location. Remember when it was cussing me?
oh yeah. Oh
So
my gosh, plain as day, Dave. It's plain as
oh
day.
yeah, it was not whatever it was not happy we were in.
No.
And that was our first live thing we did with anybody from the house. So and it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was.
So like I said, I don't know what's gonna transpire here, but we'll see.
Go ahead and try.
We'll just run it. Let me get it up and running.
Okay, and this is the first time you did a ghost box on Fox Hollow, right?
Yeah, other than being there.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna run it on AM sweep first, just to see if we'll get
Okay.
anything. A lot of
Okay.
times in rural areas, you'll get stuff on AM better than you will on FM. I'm gonna let it run through a whole cycle just to see if anything comes through by itself without asking any questions. Can you hear that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Jen's gonna write down anything that comes into her psychically on it, even if we don't hear a verbal response.
Right.
So nothing, not one peep so far. We'll run through one more time and I'll start asking questions. I'm gonna try some AM and we'll go to FM.
All right.
See what happens. This one scans pretty fast too. I mean, it's running through stations like nothing. I mean, it goes just as fast as an SP7 on 100 milliseconds. All right, nothing yet. So, any spirits connected to Fox Hollow Farms that want to come through and talk to us, just tell us your name. Can you do that for us? Any spirits that Jen contacted or contacted Jen, you want to tell us your name? Use the box's energy. And I like these two because they're, you know, you don't have all those just crazy talking voices and try to decipher that. If you get something with this, it's 9 times out of 10 it's going to be legit. And for anyone watching, if you know, they make SB7 ghost boxes that are specifically designed for ghost hunting, but you get all kind of stuff coming through, and you have to. It's really hard unless you've been doing this a long time to try to decipher and listen for a good factual response of some sort. And you can see this has no antenna or anything, so it's just basically like you're in a Faraday cage anyway. Any spirits want to come through? Now's the time. Tell me your name. Say anything you want. All right, let's try FM. It's going to be a lot louder. So.
Wow.
Is that too loud for the on the show?
It's loud. I'm asking the viewers because I can adjust the volume from my end.
I just heard something really light come through. Any spirits want to communicate? Tell me your name, please. From Fox Hollow Farm, Indiana. You can see I got it connected to a little JBL speaker. Oh, there it is. You guys hear that?
No.
It sounded not good. It sounded real growly. Whoever that was, can you tell us your name? It just told me F you. Did you guys hear that? Who told me F you? It just said Noreen.
No way. Oh my God.
You want to talk to Noreen? Just say yes or no. It sounds like Noreen to me. I could be mistaken. You pretty much had to lean on it. Who do you want to talk to? Can you tell me who you want to talk to? That's why I love this box. There's no bleed over on the EPS.
Yeah, they heard my name. I didn't.
It sounds like a female. Maybe, who knows, maybe early on he killed a woman. Were you a victim of Herbert Baumeister? Yes or no? Story.
What?
That's creepy as hell.
What did he say?
It said story. You just said the word story.
Oh.
You want to tell us your story? Hurt me. I believe it said hurt me.
Yeah, I heard that.
Or it could have said hurt. Could have said Herb. And
oh, yeah.
Did you know Herbert Baumeister? Yes or no? I heard something me like bleeded me or something. I don't know. What did Herb do to you? Hurt me again or something. Yeah. Is that you, Herb? Are you trying to come through the box? Say, Herb, if it's you, say Herb. That's a man. That was a dude. I think it's Herb. Were you abused as a child? Yes or no?
Not happy.
That's creepy, man. So is mine. Herb, are there more victims? Yes or no? On your property that have not been identified yet? Man, this is crazy. I mean, that's immediate. How many are left that have not been identified? Give me a number. I heard 11. Did you say 11, yes or no? Just say yes or no. Sounded like 13, kind of, but I'm not sure.
Somebody said 150.
150?
Yeah, they heard.
Somebody heard 150 in the chat.
Yeah, that's what they heard.
Hey, I wouldn't doubt it with this guy, man. I already did that. Talk about what happened to you as a child. Who hurt you? Don't use my energy either. Give me something part of that. What happened to you as a child? I couldn't understand that. Can you repeat it? Who hurt you? This is crazy. Doctor, somebody. A doctor? What? I heard you say doctor something. Was it a doctor? Yes or no? This is talking to me almost immediately. It started out as a female voice, so maybe because he was gay or one of the. I heard you talking about being one of these feminine. Yeah, but he wanted to be like them too. What you said. I did. He said I did. Jen said he needed to be nurtured because we were just having a little conversation, and the voice said I did.
Herb, I'm sorry someone hurt you.
And that's what, Jen talks about all the time. It's a trauma cycle, and they are often hate. Yeah. And they get possessed because they have this huge hole in their soul or crack in their self, and that opens them up to be possessed by something very negative and evil. And then they carry on, like someone said in the chat, it is like a generational curse in a way. Hey Herb, were you possessed? Do you know if you were possessed or not? Yes or no? Can you give us a name of who or what entity possessed you? I want to get off. It just, I don't know if you guys heard that. It was a whispering voice. And I don't like repeating that, but it said Lucifer.
Oh, really?
Somebody said he was
Yeah, one of his victims. Murder. This is, I can't believe this thing's talking this way. This is phenomenal.
That's crazy.
I didn't think it was going to work good out here. But it's working way better than it ever has. And it's clear. There's no bleed over. Who's trying to communicate with me right now? What did you do with the tapes that are missing of your victims? Where are the tapes? Did you bury them? Are they near where they found your body? Just say yes or no. I don't know what that said. I can't. It's a woman's voice again now. Herb, are you talking in a female voice now, or is the entity that possessed you trying to talk to us? Now it's a man voice. This is freaky, man. This is freaky. I'm pretty sure. Did it say S? That's what I thought it said. I heard 3, I think. I'm not sure. Is there any victims that wish to speak to us? If so, tell me your name. I hope some of you guys are maybe recording this, and you can go back through and listen and see. Maybe can match some stuff up. Tell me where the tapes are, Herb. Did you destroy them? Or did you have a helper that came and got them? Is there someone with you now, Herb, or are you by yourself? None of it's all. Can't use my energy. Use the box's energy. I didn't sound good. Did you have an accomplice? Did you do all these murders yourself, or did you have an accomplice? Did you have help? Yes or no? I know they theorized that he may have had help, and they think that, that Goodyear guy has always been a suspect, but he's changed his story.
Hey, Dave, ask him why he let Goodyear go.
Herb, why did you let Goodyear go? I think because he was a helper. I don't want to say that to you.
Yeah.
No. Just said no, clear as a bell.
No what? Oh, he didn't. So he lied. Is he lying?
So you had no help, right? If you had help, say yes. If you didn't have help, say no again. Whoa. So remember, there's a 30-second delay on this. Did you love Mark Goodyear? Is that why you let him go? I don't know. This is crazy. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. How many? Every time they do that a lot. It's like they know what I'm going to ask before I ask
Dave,
Yeah,
Cassandra, let's see. Cassandra wants to know, did Herb mess with the Legion?
with the Legion,
Yeah, I think that's
like a
Satan.
demonic Legion.
Yeah, yeah,
You mean did he dabble and
yeah.
do? Okay, let me ask you this. See what happens. Then Jen will answer it. What she picks up. Hold on. Herb, did you mess with spell work or any kind of ritualistic? As a woman said never. A woman said never, but that doesn't mean that's him.
Oh,
Answer.
yeah.
Did you ever do any seances, do ritualistic practices or spell work of any kind? Yes or no? Talking to Herb and Herb only. Just said I did. Did you guys hear that? Huh? What were you? What entity possessed you, Herb? Say it again. That didn't sound good either.
What did it say?
So he has said the S, demon, which we all know who that is, and he also used one of his other names with Lucifer. So I don't know, man. That's pretty trippy. There's multiple. Yeah, he just confirmed it again. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Do those entities still reside on Fox? Are they still feeding off the victims and all of that sorrow and pain? They still on the Fox Hollow property? Yes or no? It's full. He said it's full.
Oh, my God.
Man, I am covered from head to toe in chill box. This is what it looks like to me. Show them. So
Oh, hold
what
on.
it looks like to Jenny. Flip it up the other way. Well, see that?
Yeah, it'll be on in 30 seconds.
I think he just said when Jen showed that to you, he said like that.
This is the entity. This is the big one. This is the big one.
Yeah.
This is the face.
So she
this
automatic writes when she's doing this.
This was the victim.
All right. Let me see.
She was doing when she was talking to you. She didn't even know what she was doing. She just was doing it.
Let me see. Okay. Jen, I can enlarge your video here. So can you show that again and I'll enlarge it?
Sure.
Don't put it up by the light.
Yeah, I can enlarge that.
Oh, he's talking.
He's talking.
Okay, now go to the other side. No. Okay.
I don't know.
All right, now go to your left. Yeah. There you go.
That writing was something. That writing was something before Jen did all that. That's the only thing you had to write on.
And so tell me again what this picture is.
So this is the main overarching entity, okay? This one is. This was like a face that was coming out.
I can see a face
see the face that was coming out was like gone like that. Like
you can see it right there. That's a face.
This is Herb. This is the entity attached to Herb. This is the victims that he would take in one by one. He was
go up.
This is the victim that goes in, the innocents that he takes into the entity. The entity eats them. And
oh my God.
The soul. But this is like the looming energy that's still there. It's very demonic and just awful.
Wow. That's crazy.
Did I draw this accurately?
What do you mean?
It was talking.
Oh.
Yeah. It was just talking.
Yeah.
But I have that up there.
Yeah, it was whatever's communicating was responding to that drawing. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I heard the word hate. Yeah, I heard the word hate is coming. Are you sorry for what you did? Yes or no? Or I think you were the I-70 strangler. Is that true? Yes or no? Did you kill people on I-70? Yes or no? A woman said yes. A woman's voice. That woman that's coming through, I think, may be a victim, early on victim. I think. The woman that's communicating with us. Are you an early victim of Herb Baumeister? Yes or no?
Yes.
What is your name? Tell us your name. The woman. Nicole. I heard Nicole.
I did too.
Can you tell us your last name, Nicole? He cut her off. Herb, did you kill women and men? I don't know what that said. It kind of sounded like both of them, but I don't know if it's true. Herb, did you kill women? Yes or no? It either said, I'm dead, and that was a really growly, rough voice, or it said, I'm my dad, or my dad, something bad. Not sure. If you said dad, say yes. If you said dead, say no. This is wrong, man.
Hey, Dave. Dave, Cassandra wants to know to ask Herb, do you feed off those poor souls?
I don't. Let's say so. A human spirit doesn't do that. Okay. An
Okay.
entity does. A demonic entity working through Herb, because Herb, they are using Herb to bring those victims to them, those souls, right? So he's just a host, someone who is the demon that was in Herb feeding off of those spirits. I think they answered that earlier with when Jim was putting up the drawing. We kind of asked the same type of question, having to do with those demonic spirits still being on it. Right. The woman just said right. The woman sounding voice said right. I think he killed women early on too, because he wanted to be a woman or something, like Jim was saying with the feminine stuff. That's right. The box just responded. That's right. In a woman's voice. Is that Nicole saying that? Yes or no? Knock what off? It either said knock something off or knock off. Is it?
Say it again.
Was there a copycat that was doing that too? Is that what you mean by knockoff? or knocking somebody off. That's old terminology. You know, killing somebody, at least they got knocked off. That's an old terminology. What year were you born? Whoa. What year were you born? Tell me what year you were born. Any human spirit that's communicating with us. What state did you die in? Sounded like Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure, but it was close.
Somebody heard 1947 when you asked what year you were born in. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Did you hear 1947?
I think Baumeister was born in 45. So one of his victims could have been around the same age.
Let's see.
Any of Herb's victims want to communicate, now's the time to give us your name, please.
'47, Dave. He was born in '47.
Oh, if they heard 47,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
Jen just wrote a name on a piece of paper. Can you tell us what that name says? What is that name she just wrote down?
I heard something.
Or like I do or something. Or High Days. I don't know. Like I said, a lot of times when you're listening to this live, it's hard to pick up and then you replay it and you're like, holy cow, it said this. Tell me your name. The one on the paper. You don't think it's hard. Are you our friend that recently passed away, trying to communicate? Just say yes if you are, if that's you. It's slowing down now. Any spirits want to communicate, now's the time. From Fox Hollow or victims of Baumeister. Any victim. We know you want justice. If some of you have not been found, now's the time to tell us your name. I don't know what that said, but that was a definite response. Can you say your name again, please? We want to help you. Should I do what? Yes, I do. If you give us a name, that's a good starting point. Yeah, no, I was stabbed. I don't know if you guys heard that. Random woman just came through and said I was stabbed.
Ah,
Clear as a bell.
wow.
The woman who said I was stabbed did it. Did it again to me. Stop interrupting me when I'm trying to talk, Herb. The woman who said I was stabbed, were you a victim of Herb Baumeister? Yes or no, please? Talking to the woman only who said I was stabbed. Were you a victim of Herb Baumeister? Yes or no? Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
You hear that? Are you buried on Foxhole Farms grounds? Yes or no? Or chopped up or whatever happened to you, your body? Are you alongside Interstate 70 somewhere? Yes or no? Yeah, he did that. They did burn. Jen said she thought it said burn, and it did sound like that, but Herb did burn some of the, he burned some of the bodies too. But there's so many fine bone fragments that are found there. It was almost as if he put them through a wood chipper.
Oh, interesting.
Small, tiny bone fragments they found. I found one when we were out there. And we put it in the box. Yeah. It's getting real heavy in this room with us too.
Okay. You want to stop?
In a minute, let me ask a couple more.
Okay.
And then we'll take one more question from the chat. Anybody else want to ask a question? We'll run it through the box. Herb, are you still there? Yes or no? Ooh, that was bad.
What
That
was
was
it?
bad.
What?
That was a growl, some kind of growl,
Oh,
like that.
damn.
So Herb, if that was you, give me a number of how many bodies haven't been found yet. That either said 15 or 18. I'm not sure. That was pretty quick response. That's what I like to hear. And it gave me a definite number. We're going to have to replay it and see what it said, either 15 or 18 or something. And that's just on Fox Hollow, correct? Herb? Yep.
Hey, Dave, they're hearing chanting.
It could be the when it comes across through the computer like this, because the box, it's going.
Oh, okay.
So it might sound like that on that end. I don't hear any chanting. So Jen said she heard chanting twice. I don't hear that, but everybody has their own perception of things, auditorily and vocally, and in phonetics too. So some people can hear things better or different than others. Okay, Herb, I got one more question for you. How many victims or bodies haven't been found on I-70 that you killed? Give me a number. As a woman, and I'm pretty sure she said victim. Pretty sure she said victim. I'm asking Herb one last question, Herb. Herb, if you were to kill people on I-70, how many victims did you kill on I-70? Give me it one more time, Herb. How many victims did you kill on I-70? That's the same voice. So it seems to me that there's another spirit, or it could be Herb in a female voice. Who knows?
Yeah, I heard a female voice. Yeah.
Saying numbers. So we'll have to review it. All right, give me one question out of the chat, and then we're going to shut this thing off. It's pretty freaking heavy in here.
Yeah. Does anybody have a question for the ghost box?
This one? This is all one.
Well, they're loving the show. They believe that, hey, Dave, they believe that the woman's voice is an impersonator, that it's not a woman.
It could be, yeah. I mean, he did. Everybody knows he killed gay men. I mean, he was a secret gay killing people. And it could have, sure. I mean, gay men are very feminine, some of them, and they sound like a woman. You are right. She just said she or he said you are right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was clear. So
Yeah.
the person who sounds like a female, are you a male? Yes or no? Sound like coarse something.
So a lot of times, like spirit's unigender. Spirit doesn't have a gender. Spirit's both divine masculine, divine feminine. So it can present as either. Bodies are gender.
Yeah.
So therein lies a little bit of a problem when spirit communicates, because they can have the divine feminine aspect or the divine masculine.
Hey, Dave, the Sin Stream, they came in late to the show, and I know you mentioned drugs that he had. I think it was Jen. Do you want to ask him? Did he drug his victims?
Sure. Herb, I'm talking to you, and I'm going to ask you one final question from people listening to this. They want to know, did you drug your victims before you killed them? Yes or no? And you can tell the truth here. You're not, you've already gone to the other side. Yes or no? Did you drug your victims? I got a response to it when I was talking. Made them easier to overcome, didn't it? Yes or no? Any victim want to answer that? Did he drug you? Yes or no?
Okay.
We did get one. Yeah.
Well, it was.
They like to do that. It's telepathic. Like, they know sometimes the questions I'm going to ask before I ask them, and when I'm in mid sentence, where they get a response.
So was it drugs or was it alcohol?
I heard it. Yes. Was it a drug, like a narcotic, or was it alcohol, or both? I mean, if you watch the newest documentary out on that, I mean, you hear Goodyear refer to, it was Party Central, and they were, they were going. I mean, they were all meeting. He was meeting them at gay bars, so obviously there was at least alcohol involved.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure when they got back to the house, they had more alcohol or whatever, and then who knows what else.
Right.
Yes. The voices said yes.
Oh, interesting. One last question, Dave. Cassandra wants to know, was one of the victims named Tranny?
Tranny?
Tranny, T-R-A-A. Yeah, Tranny.
They're wanting to know if they were a transvestite?
No. Was one of them Tranny? I'm assuming that's a name. T-R-A-N-N-N-Y?
Okay, well that we know what that means. I mean,
I would, I don't know. Oh, transgender, maybe.
oh yeah, yeah. Um, oh yeah, they just answered the question for you right there. The box did. So yeah, it's responding to it.
One was a transgender? What did he do with that victim then? Were they a victim, or did he let him go?
Was one of your victims transgender? Yes or no? You know, this is before that language was really used that much. It said something right there. I don't know what it said. I think no is what it said. But you know, the odds of that are pretty high. That one of his victims is probably, you know.
That would be very interesting. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna close this session down. No spirits can use our energy or follow us in any way, shape, or form. We're closing the doorway, and you must stay on the other side in your dimension. Thank you. Thanks to all who communicated with us. Goodbye.
That was great. That was really great. They said we haven't had an intense show like this in a long time. Enjoyed it.
It's messed up
You
in
should
here.
feel it in here.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm
my.
still covered in goosebumps.
Oh
man.
man.
And I kept getting a pain in over here in this part of my head and over here.
I had to keep
too.
putting my hand on his back because he kept saying it was hurting him.
Oh man, that was crazy, Dave. That was. I thank you so much for Dave for doing that for me.
I honestly didn't think it was going to do very well, but it did way better than I
It
thought.
did. I know. It was. Oh my God, that was awesome. That was
And that's
great.
why, that's why I love this box, because it's not made for ghost hunting. It's old school hack type of box, and there's no bleed over. Everything we got was legitimate responses of some sort. Now, sometimes we can't make out what they're saying, but it was like bang, bang, bang. I mean, that was a really good session.
Oh,
I know we got some really clear and loud ones, so
yeah.
I'm pretty stoked about that. It's pretty awesome.
Oh my God. Aren't you glad you did that
Ooh,
now? Aren't you
please,
glad you did that?
And I don't get cold.
It's cold and clear and it's fine.
Oh my God. Thanks, Dave, so much. And Jen, thank
No
you
problem.
so much. It was really great. A really great show tonight. These kind of shows are my favorite. I love it. I love it. And I love the ghost box. Dave, you're so good with the ghost box. That's
Oh,
why
thank you.
I love you doing the ghost box.
I used to do ghost boxes a lot.
Oh, yeah. We had a good
It's
time.
one of my favorite tools, because if you use it right, and some people get way more with them than others. It's just all about energy and frequency, and spirits know that you're open to it, and they will communicate with you more. It is how it is. But I'm really stoked. That's one of the best sessions I've had in quite a while.
Wow.
Because it was just like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's how it goes sometimes. You never know what you're going to get doing this stuff.
no. On playback, you probably pick up a lot of stuff that we didn't hear.
I mean, you have to put the headphones on and really listen good.
Yeah.
And, you get the exterior noises out. When you got over the ear earphones, use those.
Yeah.
And go back and watch it, and you're going to probably hear some really phenomenal stuff.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
if we heard that much that we know it said, when you put the headphones on, it's going to be crazy, more than likely.
Yeah.
So
that was really good. What a great show.
man,
Oh, Tabby, you're going to be okay?
it was spooky. Man.
I'll clear him, Noreen. I'll take care of it. I took care of the energy already. It's already lifted. I did all the viewers too, just in case.
Oh, thanks.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
And anybody that's watching out there, if you use these devices, please do not get ate up and use it in your house all the time. It can and will affect you in a negative manner. Okay? We know people who killed themselves and murder-suicide and everything else because they're always trying to communicate with demonic entities.
Absolutely.
And that's not what you want to do.
No.
there's the extreme precision we do. Like we're setting up an energetic container. We clear the container. We dimensionally shut things. I mean, there's steps to take to do this properly.
Yeah. It can be, it's not always fun and games. I mean, this stuff can get really crazy serious. And if you guys have read any of my books, I got an attachment one time from a location. It was not fun. And you have to really protect yourselves. Even listening to this stuff, make sure you clear yourselves, whatever forte you use, say a prayer, whatever you do, and close it out. And, you hear us say you cannot follow us, you can't use our energy, you got to stay where you're at.
You can even wipe yourself off. Just the intention
Just wipe
of
it out.
disconnecting the etheric cords.
So
thanks so much. Everybody is loving it.
We're here at a Bigfoot conference, and it's a lot of fun. And if you guys are around Farmington, PA, or come see us tomorrow. We'll be out at our tables. And Saturday, it's a good time. We got all kind of fun activities and speakers and food, and they do night Bigfoot hunts.
My God!
Some of the other presenters and speakers will taking people out in the woods and showing them, the basics of how you might want to try to do some different things, techniques to maybe communicate with a possible Bigfoot.
And this is the infamous Chestnut Ridge, so you can't go wrong here.
Mm-hmm. This is an area of very high Bigfoot type of activity and other cryptids and everything. Really, it's one of those places, Oh, where's my? I want to show that. Where's my new product? My book. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna do some shameless plug here real quick.
While he's looking for that.
All right. I know not a lot of people are poetry type people, right? And I did this kind of as a self-healing, and we talked about this on Noreen's show before with the music, but guess what's out now? There's a first edition of Dave Spinks' Paranormal Poems and Ominous Odes, Volume 1. Check it out.
Go to your right. The other way. Yeah.
The light's making a big glare on it. There you go.
Yeah.
So it's all paranormal, cryptid, and UFO related.
Show them the inside.
Yeah. I'll just give you a little quick.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's really nicely done.
The glare is horrible on that.
Yeah, that's great. You can see the pages. That's really nice.
So there's a little example.
Very nice.
Over 3.5-year project. There's going to be 3 volumes. The other 2 are being edited, and the music that we did on your show. Each one of these poems, almost everyone, not all, but almost everyone, has music associated with it that come from the poems that I turn into lyrics and stuff. So check it out. Available on Amazon, and any show I'm at, we'll have them after this one.
And no, Screaming Jenny is not about me.
No.
Oh, I love Screaming Jenny.
Yeah, Screaming Jenny is not about this Jenny, but it's an actual tale in West Virginia folklore about a woman who was burned up at a campfire and went running down the tracks. And of course, we all know what happens when you run. If you're on fire, the fire is going to get bigger.
Oh, God.
And she burned to death she didn't burn to death. She got killed by the train coming around the bend when she was running to try to get help. And then, of course, the train killed her, and then she was engulfed in flames.
Oh my
But it's
God.
a horrible, tragic story, and they still report seeing this ghost of this woman to this day because those tracks are still there.
Oh, Dave, you have so many ghost stories you could tell us.
Oh, yeah, tons of them.
Well, when are you going to come back on and tell us?
Well, we have that show that we're going to talk
the
about.
25th.
At Fox Hollow.
Yeah.
And what all I went through during that, it was intense.
Oh, and Dave will give us the whole story on Fox Hollow, and I think that's September 25th.
Maybe I do want to get. Somebody asked me if I wanted to go there, and I said, yeah.
Well, I know. I think E-Step he got with the former owner or the owner that's selling now. I can't remember but he did write a book on it, and but there was a few other investigators there. Of course, Ghost Adventures had gone there too. Right before I went, Ghost Adventures popped up there. Go figure, right? And so, but it is what it is. I don't even want to talk about it till we go on the show because it was intense. So
yeah. Oh, I can't wait to hear the story.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
And I think, like Jen said, I think there's definitely more coming from that case. There's definitely going to be more people discovered. I think I saw an article that there was the 10th victim has now been identified. That wasn't that much. It was like 3 months ago. So on the property bodies that they have identified, they just identified a few months back at the 10th victim because from bone fragments, and DNA is super expensive to do. And and we're talking major amounts of dead people, so
yeah.
it's a lot to it. So always a fun time, Noreen.
Oh God, it's such a pleasure to have you both on the show, and this is one of my favorite kinds of shows. I love it, and Jen, we should tell Dave to come on every one of the shows that you do.
We should.
Yes, yes, Dave should come on the show, and you do the case, and Dave
Well,
does
we're
the
not always
goose box.
together though because she's busy
You're gonna have to pipe me in.
She's
from
always
somewhere.
doing her
Yeah.
cases, and I'm all
Hey
doing
Noreen,
my
I
thing
do have
too.
a little fun note for you. I don't know if Dave told you this or not, but I went out to Seattle to film for the History Channel last month.
You
Yep.
did? Oh my
did.
God!
So, in about maybe in the next couple months, we'll know when it's being released.
No, it takes 6 months to a year.
Yeah, she said 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, it just
Oh.
depends. It's a new show. We don't have the name. We can't tell you. We couldn't tell you if we did because NDA agreements and stuff.
But
Oh, yeah.
soon.
So
Oh my God! I can't
also
wait.
and then we also have the new Haunting We Will Go coming out this October, but it won't be available for the entire public to see. The screening at the movies is coming out in October.
Oh my
and then
God!
it'll probably release worldwide in November, December for the whole world to see. And
Will
this is
there,
going to be something that you guys have never seen before done like this.
will there be a
Like
trailer?
Christopher Gaetano. Yeah.
Will there be a trailer?
Oh yeah, there is some trailers out there already, but he'll do another one that's more with some of the final stuff coming up, I'm sure, because when it all goes to mass marketing and everything, this thing's going to release worldwide on everything you can think of. So,
well, when you come, the biggies in the paranormal, I hope you still come back to my show.
Oh, absolutely.
always, you know that.
You're our favorite person.
Oh, I didn't pay you. I had to say that.
No, we know where we come from, man. We don't act like that.
Wow, that's fantastic. I can't wait to see the trailer. When all this stuff comes out and you come back on the show, then you can talk more about it and we can tell them. I won't be able to play the link because, I'll get hit with a copyright, but we can put the link underneath the show so they can go watch it. I'm really excited. That's great.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Christopher will let you show the trailer too.
Oh, hell no. He will, but YouTube won't. They'll hit me up right away and take me down.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you know how
Oh,
YouTube.
also, Booze, Brews, and Barbecue. You'll see me on some episodes of that in the future too. So look for that. That's a fun, different show and a pretty cool little concept that the guys came up with. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff going.
Well, you guys are really busy, I know, and I thank you so much for coming on the show. We'll have to get another case. There are a couple of cases, Jen. One in particular, Jen. I have to tell you. Remember when we did John Bonet? I'm totally shocked. They've been putting out recent videos of that case, and a detective and some other people. Oh my God, it's an inside job. They're saying it was two of them. She couldn't have been killed by herself because somebody, the way that she was killed, two people had to have been involved, and it was the family. It was the family.
And I also heard some scuttlebutt. It could be they could have been part of a pedophile ring.
They came in and did it?
Yeah, well, that was there's several different what am I looking for? What word?
Motifs.
No, theories. Several different theories. One is the one you said, and then there's another one that people close to the Ramseys were involved in a pedophile ring too, and maybe even one of their family members. They had links to these people, and with those little girl pageants and everything else.
That's gross.
So
I mean, that's really disgusting.
Well, when I read
but
it,
it's all theory at this point.
when I read it for you, I think that there was, I don't know, just thinking about it now, I feel like something with the brother and the dad.
Yeah.
I think is what I said, and something about some weird knot. That's the only thing that I really can remember of like the reading, like a Boy Scout knot or a weird knot.
Yeah.
A weird knot.
Yeah. Well, when I've been I haven't watched them all the way through because they're long videos, but I caught what they were saying. It's an inside job, and it was two family members. She couldn't have been killed by one person. And she was still alive when they were strangling her, and the things they did to her. So I would really like some of the cases that we did. I would love to see what I can find, like John Bonet and some of the other cases, and come back and do.
I think that's a really good idea. I don't remember who the viewer was, and I apologize. I don't remember your name, but somebody sent me a message about the DB Cooper case and about something that I said I hit on, and they were freaking out because it came out like right after we did the case. And like some of this stuff I don't even remember, to be honest with you, just because I do so many.
Actually, Drew Beeson, who wrote the book, was amazed also. So yeah, we need to come back and talk about these
follow-ups. Yeah.
Yes, we need to do follow-ups. I've been asked that before to do follow-ups, and let's do it. Let's do it, okay? Okay, guys.
Evening of follow-ups.
Yeah. Hey, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Have a great weekend, and don't slow down. Keep it going.
Nope.
We won't. Love you, bunches.
Love
Bye,
you.
guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh God, I know you guys enjoyed the show. Yes, it was an intense show. We haven't had one of those in a long time, and you're so right, Tippa, Terry, and Cassandra. I really enjoyed it tonight. I love when Dave does the ghost box, and he was really surprised because that's like he said, that was the first time he's ever done a ghost box on Fox Hollow. So can't wait for you to hear the story because he's got a whopper of a story on Fox Hollow. Like I said, he was there for a whole week, living there, investigating that property. So there's going to be a lot that he will divulge to us that possibly you haven't heard anywhere else. Oh God, I'm exhausted. Sorry for the mishap during the show. But you know what happens when you have a live show? There's no editing. It's all live. You get what you get. So everybody, I want to thank you so much. We had a huge crowd before that mishap. And I'm sure when I close this out, I'll see the numbers. It was huge. So everybody, thank you so much for being here. I just so appreciate, and all my besties on here. Tallcross, I think, left early because I know it was really late. And Christopher, you came back like I asked you to. Thank you so much. You probably left. Now, Hugo Mondo, he usually is in the back part, and he usually comes in at the last minute. So Hukumando, if you're still there, I want to give a shout out to you and Christopher Chris. So let's do some shout outs. And as always, my mods, Cassandra and Chippa, I love you two so much. Thank you for being here. Always here with me. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let me go back and see if I can pick up some earlier ones. All right, so Beat 3 Airspace, Shelly Phillips, thank you. I am Alpha. Let's see who's left. It's dwindling down now. Hard to see. I think Yeah, I think so, the others, like Lisa left, she had to go to bed. So, oh, Lisa Scarrett, I think she left. Anybody else that's still around that wants a shout out? The Sin Stream. Anybody else? So, oh, Rebecca. Rebecca was new. I don't remember seeing her before. Rebecca Brown. Yeah, she's new. Come back, Rebecca. Anybody else? I don't think there's anybody else. Let's see. Oh, Mystic Phoenix, Paul, Tham, G Team. Oh, thanks, Paul. Join us. We have another show September 11th. It's Dr. Bruce Rapiano. He was kidnapped by gray aliens, and he's got quite a story. We're doing part 2 on the scientific side of alien abductions. Mystic Phoenix. Oh, there you are, King of Hukumondo. I remembered. Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, so I'm gonna go. Oh, Jeremiah Lackey. Oh, thank you. You're new too. Please come back and join us. Next show is September 11th, and then September 25th is Dave Spinks on Fox Hollow Murders. Um, if you go to my front page, if I usually have my events already set up, all you have to do is click on them and you'll get notified. Okay. So everybody, I'm going to go. Have a great weekend. I love you so much, and I appreciate your loyalty to me and to the show. Thank you so, so much. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on hopefully on September 11th. Okay. Love you guys. Good night. Thank you.